it's Pastor Dan from Dexter Gospel Church with a Proverbs Practical. Thanks for watching. Today's verse begins to look at a quality of God that we often don't think much about. We're in Proverbs 6, verse 16. It says, "These 6 things does the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him." God is love. It is His very nature. However, God is not only love, and God's love has implications. His very love for what is right and good lead Him to hate what is wicked and evil. We must remember that we don't get to cherry pick the attributes of God that we're comfortable with and then ignore the rest or ignore what they mean. God loves, and that love leads to action, to the redemption of the world even. God hates, and that hatred leads to action, the judgment of what rejects His love. Since God ultimately determines the destiny of everything, it would be wise for us to know what God loves and what God hates, and then build our lives and decisions around those awarenesses. We know many of the things that God loves. This passage tells us some of the things that God hates. And I think it all started with the wicked person in the previous verses. More on that later. The structure of the next few verses is a poetic mechanism. These 6 things He hates, yea, 7 are an abomination to Him. Obviously, it calls attention to all of the items on that list with a striking statement that God hates them, that they're abominable to Him. The behaviors or items on this list are things that God genuinely hates to the point of loathing and utter revulsion. He can't stand them. But the particular mechanic calls special attention to the last item on the list, the one that wasn't on the first list, but forces the expansion of the list of things God hates and strengthens it. This is wisdom here. It should order the way that we view society, ourselves, and others. Normally, we tend to make God in our image, so that the imaginary God we have in our heads hates the things that we hate and loves the things we love. Perhaps instead we should pay attention to what He says He hates and let that shape our thinking. The things that God hates aren't necessarily the things we would assume He would. The things that God hates, we should have a special vigilance about in our own lives. In our next video, we'll start in on that list itself. I hope this video is a help to you. If so, hit the thumbs up button, give it a like. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel for more comments on the Scriptures. We'd love to see you in the comments of these videos, and we'd love to see you in person here at Dexter Gospel Church. Until next time, I hope you stay well and shape your loves and hates after God.